Well, when you have two teams that play as fast as our two teams do, I think it was an 80 possession game. You're going to have an element of sloppiness to it at times, and that certainly existed tonight. As I told the team in the locker room, if we can ever get to the point where we can impose our will defensively like we impose our will offensively in transition, we'll have a chance to be really, really special, even given our shortcomings, that we're not that tall, we're not that long. But, we went into the game tonight. We wanted to slow Crandall down. We did a pretty good job. We wanted to do a good job at Avance, and he, for the most part, we did a decent job on him. So we did some really good things at times, and obviously there's some things we have to clean up before Saturday.
Questions for the student athletes?
Yes, for either guy. How would you assess the communication defensively and trying to slow them down with their transition, especially?
I'd say that's definitely one of the aspects on the defensive end where we lacked. Like Coach said in the locker room, and Teeny stated this about 2 minutes in, that the guys that were in were talking a lot better and playing defense a lot better, and we had to learn from that, and that's something we're going to have to do from here on out. And that's the great thing about this team is we're still learning, and we can still get better. So communication was definitely lacking in some parts, but like I said, it's something we got to do better, and we'll learn from it tonight and carry it on throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would say communication is a big part of our defense, so we were lacking it at the time, so that's why we got scored on.
Martin, I think you were on the court at the time when you guys sort of maybe this 14 or 16, and then you really stretched it out in the middle of the second half. What enabled you guys to sort of build that cushion and sort of put them away there?
Yeah, I mean, bringing energy from, having a little breather like 30 seconds and then bringing the energy in and get guys going and running, that helped us to run a little bit away.
I guess for both you guys, just confidence, obviously shooting at home, the offensive numbers have been pretty crazy, and take some of the non-conference factor into that too, but I mean, what's the confidence level for each of you guys, being here and just shooting on your home floor?
I'd say the confidence level right now is really high, not only just for us two sitting here, but for the entire team. As a team, I think our confidence is really high, and we've shown that throughout the non-conference so far. But like I said, we still have that room to grow, and obviously there's gonna be some nights where we can't shoot the ball as well as we normally do, but we're gonna have to win on the defensive end, and that goes back to Matt's question about communication. So we're definitely gonna have to take this win and take it with a grain of salt because we didn't play our best, and learn from our mistakes and move forward.
Yeah, confidence is coming from hard work before practices, and guys are staying after practices, and they are just keep building on their shot and all their skills.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
I guess, Toby, just how fast, I know you guys expected probably that team to play up tempo with you. How fast was that game moving, and was it difficult at times to sort of make good decisions?
Yeah, the game going into it, the last couple of days of prep, we knew it was going to be fast, and our scout team did an amazing job at getting us prepared for it. But we did lack the communication aspect and on the defensive end, and you could tell it was when guys were tired, and we had to fight through that fatigue and continue to talk to each other, point things out, and help each other out. And Matt said it perfectly in the locker room that we got to be better. We got to have each other's backs. We got to play as well as we do defensively, like we do in offensive transition, and it's something that we can do. And there isn't going to be a team in the country that wants to play us if we do that.
Toby, you're obviously from Wisconsin, but you've been around 5 years. You got a big in-state rivalry game coming up this week. Can you kind of give us your perspective on it and what it means to you and the team?
Definitely means a lot to the team. Means a lot to me as well. In my 4 years, going on 5 now, we haven't lost, and I'm almost positive we haven't lost in 7 or 8. So it's definitely it's a big game for us, and it's a big game for the state of Nebraska. we're gonna come out fighting, and they're gonna come out fighting. It's gonna be a great game, and we're definitely looking forward to Saturday.
Anything else? Thanks, gentlemen. Questions for Coach McDermott?
Just finished in the game, it was 36-7 over the last 10 minutes or so. So you're getting stops and obviously converting in transition. What did you see out of both ends of the floor that made that so?
Well, we talk all the time. Our pace doesn't necessarily wear into a team in the first half. And they get a 20-minute break at halftime, or 15, whatever it is. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up. And sooner or later, they're going to miscommunicate. Sooner or later, you're going to get somebody behind the defense, and you're going to get an easy layup. And so, playing fast is about playing fast all the time. So over time, it wears into the team you're playing. And that certainly was the case, and I think that's why their shooting numbers were a little bit lower the second half. But we got out and ran, and we continued to run, and it's I certainly didn't want to hang 111 on them, but you also want the guys that are coming off the bench that are trying to earn playing time. They want to play the way we practice too, so that they can be accurately evaluated and if they're doing their job in transition. So. While I certainly don't ever want to run the score up on anybody, I do want to give the guys that have earned the opportunity to play in that situation to go show us what they're capable of.
I think you said imposing your will defensively. In your mind, what does that look like from this team?
It's really hard, and I understand that. I mean, what we ask them to do in transition every time is really, really tough. Yeah. And to have enough gas in your tank, then to turn around and have that same tenacity and toughness and will defensively to fight through anything that comes your way, it takes a special individual and a special group of individuals to have a team that can do all of it. But we're undersized, so we can't play a quarter court grinded out game. We have to play this way to give ourselves the best chance to be successful short term and long term. So we want the offense to continue to grow, but at the same time, we want individual improvement to happen defensively and start to eliminate some of the mistakes. And like I said, when you play in a game where two teams are playing this fast, there's going to be sloppy points on both teams. There's too many possessions. I want them to be aggressive, and when you're aggressive, sometimes you throw a pass you shouldn't throw. But we'll get better, and we've shown signs of being very capable of that. But it's early December. We're playing 4 or 5 guys that really haven't been in the role that they're in, and as a result, it hasn't been as consistent as we'd like.
How much is communication part of that challenge, or is that an expectation?
Communication when you're fatigued is hard, but it's necessary. As I told the team in practice the other day, it's not what we're asking them to do from a game plan standpoint and executing that, a communication standpoint. It's not a suggestion. It's a requirement. And at times we're taking it too much as a suggestion. Like, I'll do it if I can, but I can't promise you it'll happen. It needs to start happening more often. And they get that. They understand it.
What did you take away? I know what you said. Share the ball a little bit better in the second half of that game. It looked like he did that. I mean, did you take away that the guys build off sort of the?
I don't know that we didn't share it. As I went back and looked at the Gonzaga game, we attacked some seams, and it's really hard to tell your guys to back off and not attack the rim. But that was our plan because of their ability to block shots. We wanted to attack and then spray it, and we didn't do a very good job of that. But I don't think this is a selfish basketball team. I think it's a team that'll make the extra pass, and every time we watch film, we make sure we emphasize some examples of a guy doing a great job making an extra pass, and then we have a couple examples where a guy had an opportunity to maybe turn a good shot into a great shot and he didn't do it. So hopefully, as the season goes on, we have more of the first kind and less of the latter.
As a scorer as he has been so far early in his career?
He's always been pretty efficient. I think his ability to play the point guard position has surprised me. I know he did it when he was younger. and I saw him do it a few times in AAU basketball when their point guard was out, and he looked comfortable. But we would have never thrown him there had Caleb not got hurt. But Caleb was hurt for so long. We needed another guy in practice, and he showed that he's very capable of running the team and making the right decisions. And he's sneaky, athletic, and explosive with that first step that gets him in the paint and allows him to finish some things in there.
Any other questions? Toby mentioned.
You drive all the way from Grand Forks. I haven't seen you for 20-some years, and you don't ask one damn question.
I flew back.
Things have changed since I was in Grand Forks. If you're flying,
All our money before I get out.
that a boy. I appreciate that about you, Wayne.